Should old acquaintance. No, it goes like, should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot for a long time? Oh my God. Hey, my pieces. Hey, my pieces. Let me put my light on. Hey, what's up, y'all? JLC. Hey, y'all. I came in and I've been in bed, sleep all night. Hey, what's up? The official King Payne. What's up? Hey, okay. The official King Payne, can you give me a little info? I was looking at this guy's videos. I hadn't really been checking for him, but he was I was told by someone to check him out. Uh, Simply Trey. Simply Trey. What's going Simply Trey, what's all the hoopla about this guy? What's okay? Is there any he lies a lot? Oh, okay. But okay, because I was wondering, hey Janice James, I was wondering what was the deal with him because I saw a video of his. He was talking about Lady Snoop. Then he was talking about Armand and Stormy, some guy named Stormy. That's on Wiley's show. So I didn't know what was going on. I was just trying to feel him out. Uh, oh, okay. That's what. Okay, okay, I get it. So this is the guy that Armand paid to lie and say that Tasha K's husband was in the closet or something. Because I remember that story, but I don't know all the different aspects of it. Hey Chanel, what's up? Okay. I see. I remember briefly. I remember briefly walking into that, but I was like, okay, I wasn't really interested in the story. We in the house, yes, we are. But um, I was looking at my homie Deshaun's video, and I'm thinking about this because we were talking about one liar, so it made me immediately go to Wiley. So Wiley was lying, talking about he slept with Deshaun. I just don't get why people keep stop lying so much. My God, if you are that hard up for a piece, that's pathetic. Stop lying. And he's blocked over here. So if he comes into the chat, oh well, he can't come anyway. What am I talking about? Hey, chocolate, Ty. Uh, but stop lying on your penis or your cookies. The official kickback, exactly. Wally lied and said he was with ZT. Wally lies so much. It's just no one can take anything that he says with a grain of salt. He just lies. Hey, the wrench. And Wally came in my chat. He was talking about me posting a picture. Well, on his in his chat, he was talking about a picture I posted of my mother, and he was saying that I was posting a picture, I guess, for clout or to get clicks and views. And I'm like, why would I do that? I'm not even set up to be monetized. I haven't even went through setting up for monetization. I have a whole career, a job. This is just a little hobby of mine. I'm gonna set up the monetization, but I'm not in a rush to do it. So, hey, UNC girl, Aston. Hey, Wrench. But why lie and say that I'm trying to get clicks and views off of my mother's death? My mother passed away in the early part of October. I didn't even tell people on YouTube that my mother passed away. I said a family member when I did a video. I didn't even say who it was. But for him to come in my chat room and to be smiling and grinning and trying to be friendly, I blocked his ass right off the. I gave him a little chance, but then I thought about it. I was like, hell no, you're getting blocked. I'm not going to even. Your energy is draining. And Brother Jay is hesitant to block people like Wally, and he'll give them chance after chance. I'm that person on the other hand that I'm gonna block you. You can be Tasha K and you come in my room acting a damn fool, you're gonna get blocked. Numbers don't impress me. Hey, Mary Lovely, thank you, Chocolate Tie. I appreciate it. Um, but I didn't even tell people my grandmother, my father's mother, passed away in August. So my birthday was in September, and then my mother passed away in October. So both of them passed away within a month of each other, and they were both close with each other. But it was just I don't put anything past Wally, because if you just sink to those depths, it's just like you'll do anything. Miss Old Dats. But for this guy to lie and say he slept with Deshaun, it's sad. It's really, I just don't get it. Why lie so much? Just why lie so much? And with this guy Simply Trey, I was looking at his videos, and he was like, "Hello, everybody. Hey, y'all." He was like, "Okay, y'all, we gonna get right into it, y'all." He was like, I'm gonna have to debunk, and I'm coming for you. I'm going to come for you. Yes, ma'am." I was like, okay. Oh my God. It was some funny things. It was some funny things. Hey, Terry, boss man. Much love to you. He's had a hard knock life. But it's crazy, y'all, because I don't look at this as I don't come on here acting or putting on a certain persona unless I'm doing a parody. But otherwise, you're seeing who I am. I don't feel that I have to impress people by what I have, or what how much money I make on my job, or what kind of car I'm driving. I've never made it that you don't lead with your material possessions, because that's all people will like you for, is those things. But I know it was like Lady Snoop and him were into it. And Lady Snoop, that's my girl, and I like her. I, he was in it with Demetra Lit all day. I don't know what happened with those three, but with Lady Snoop, that's my girl. And with Simply Trey, I don't like or dislike him. I'm just peeping him right now. I watch how people move, and if you show me you're a low life, and then I just back away. Oh, thank you, Terry. Terry, I went to Philly. One of my best friends stay in Philly. We've been friends for like 15 years, at least, I think. But I saw the Liberty Bell. We went to those famous the steps that Rocky ran down. Uh, One thing about Philly, they'll give you a parking ticket really fast. I was like, well, damn. We were barely walking away from the car, and the meter maids were walking up with their little tablets ready to write a ticket. Okay. He's just jumping in to get clicks and views. Because when I checked him out, I was like, who is this old full figured gal? And I'm like, okay, he has a very jolly type of nature, but he says everyone else is messy. And I'm like, well, you do know you're being messy right now, talking about them being messy. Sober is sexy. Hey, sober is sexy. Do you not drink? Or you don't like guys that drink? I'm just curious to know. That's a very interesting name. Sober is sexy. But what were you saying? Uh, and then little Rico jumping in to defend Wally. I'm like, Rico, you act like a battered wife. You coming to your husband's defense and he's dogged you out all those times. Wally's used Rico as a doormat to out another content creator. I think that's not cool. I don't think anyone should out anyone. And me being a gay man, I'm out, but I think that I can't expect everyone to be at the same place that I'm at because at one time I wasn't out. You have to respect the person's, respect where they're coming from. And if they're not ready to say that they're gay or bi, whatever, it's not your right to try to out them. That's not cool at all. Yeah, I'll check you out, Chanel. Sober is sexy. You know what? Oh man, that's really I think that's so cool. Sober is sexy. I grew up with a lot of family members that were alcoholics, and I have to. Oh, child, let me pull my cover up. Uh, uh, I grew up with a lot of family members that were alcoholics, so I always said that as an adult, I wouldn't drink like what I observed. So I don't. I drink wine and mixed drinks, but I may have a bottle of wine in my refrigerator for like a week or two. But I think my friends drink. I have friends that drink. I have friends that do other things. I can be around people doing all that, but it's just not my thing. I have friends from back in the days that I grew apart from because they drank so much that they would be like their personas would be like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So when they would drink, they would become real nasty. Uh, just they wouldn't be really nice people. So I had to distance myself away from them. I don't want to go to some club and we're fighting because someone bumped into you and you're drunk as a skunk and you just want to fight. Just it was crazy. So I definitely applaud you. So okay, hold on. I just saw him. He's blocked. Let me see. Uh, Let me see. Oh, poor thing. Okay, I just reported him for hate speech. Let me see what else. Yep. So, anyways, so when you go to that party, get you a few drinks. They say that's one of the hottest block parties this time of the year. But anyways, okay. There you go. But yeah, it's crazy. I think that oh yeah, I appreciate it. Handle that for me with a quickness. Okay, so I think that yeah, sober. I had family members that drank themselves into early graves. Um, just being children, I had a grandmother that drank a lot, and we would go and take her beer and go drink it on the side of the house. Uh, as a kid, I drank beer, and as an adult, I hate the taste of beer. I just don't like beer. If I drink anything similar to beer, it would be a cider. I drink like the apple cider types of liquor. No, I'm off. I'm off today. Straight up out of here. But y'all, so I think that YouTube, it just exposes people can get on here and act a fool because they don't fear any repercussions of their actions. So they'll get on here and show their arses. Um, and a lot of times, those personality traits that they keep kind of submerged, they're elevated on YouTube. So I could get away with calling you the N word or the B word in person. I know I'd never be able to do it. And that's just how they are. Let me fix my little camera. A Delta Buddy Pass. Beef for bucks. And you know what? Listen, I'm not trying to me that's draining. Just fighting constantly. It's very draining. But I've met some pretty nice people on here, and I'm appreciative of that. But I've also met some of the nastiest people that I ever could have the misfortune of meeting. Um, I think people, and y'all, I'm doing another parody tomorrow. I had to get my car looked at because my alternator was going out. Um, and I was like, okay, I need. I was hoping that it was a battery, but I put my car in the shop. My car is out now, so I can go run and do my errands. Um, so tomorrow, today, I'm sorry, today I'll be doing a parody today. I keep forgetting it's like 6 o'clock. What time is it? 5 o'clock here in Houston. Where's the chicken sector? I don't know. Maybe on you, Ranch. I mean, don't you choke your chicken? So it's probably on you. Hey, Monica. Oh, uh, it is $Rebel Sun 0707. $Rebel Sun 07. My picture is there. If you when you hit on it, it'll pull my picture up. I'm not. I think that's it. It's under my description for my page, but I'll be doing a parody today. What's Mr. Pimp Tight? I don't know. You know what, Wally? I don't think he was raised around liars. I think that he was just maybe his family didn't treat him so good because of his sexuality and his mental issues he's dealing with. Um, and I rooted for Wally, and I would love to see him prosper and become a bigger YouTuber, but more of a positive person. Just stop lying so much. You lie too much, Wally. You lie about everything. Hey, Keisha Bishop. And this guy, the mystery queen, uh, the self-hatred in that man is just overwhelming. Uh, you're bleaching your skin. You're trying to become something other than what you are. It's self-hate. It's just self-hate. It's so many different types of personality disorders in this sector. It's baffling. And for this guy to bleach his skin, he's just trying to look like a whole different race. But with his skin being bleached and then throwing those blue contacts on, he looks like the Walking Dead. Look at how those Walking Dead corpses look when they've just died. They have this ashy look on with their skin, and their eyes are really just like And he looked like he was a zombie. Thank you, Brown Babe. Uh, he's a bonita. Right. You know what? I we don't know what he looks like, the wrench, because he never comes from behind, from out of the darkness. I'm starting to think that him and Tracy are vampires. I really think there's some type of uh, there's some type of paranormal uh, things going on with them. It's your girl. What's up? Hey, good looking honky. I've seen some of your work. Uh, you have a few masterpieces that I've admired. And sober is sexy. Y'all, and but the thing is, I've met guys here in Houston that uh were like that. One experience I had was I was at this bar here called JR's, and I thought that this black guy was cute, but I didn't say anything to him. And my friend and I were talking. I said, "Oh, that guy, he's attractive." My friend, without my knowledge, went and told the black guy's friend that I thought the black guy was cute. So the black guy told my friend that I was too dark. He didn't do darkies. He didn't do darkies because I was too dark. Now keep in mind, this guy is a blue, black, purple. He's a purple. So Negro, you sitting up here, this dark purple skin, your arse would have been way out in the fields. At least I would have been in the barn in slavery times. Don't play with me. Yes, I was too dark. And I've never been my earliest experiences with colorism in my family was I was always told not to be in the sun. And that was in my mind that the sun was going to make me dark. And our family don't realize that they put this in your head like, okay, I can't. They'll be like, get out the sun. I remember my grandmother saying, you stay in that sun, your little black butt, you're going to get black out there in that sun. And I thought that was a bad thing. And as an earlier adult, I started going to the white gay clubs. Um, and I went to the white gay clubs because I kind of felt more comfortable there, and I didn't want to run into some uh, people that I may have known that were, black. But it opened my eyes. I learned to love the skin that I'm in. Uh, I love, hell, if I could be darker, I would like being a little darker. I don't look at, I've dated black guys that were midnight black. I've dated white guys. I've dated Hispanic. Uh, I'm primarily attracted to black. Uh, and the white guys that I did date were more Cajun type of white guys, like with dark hair, dark features. Uh, they were never like, I would never date like red hair with freckles because I'm not attracted to that. But you never know. Let me say that, because people are people, and I find different things about certain people attractive. You're trying to figure out where I'm dark at. Uh, some people I date, an ex would be like calling me a red bone, and I was like, no, I'm not a red bone. He would laugh when I describe my color. I'd be like, no, I'm a peanut butter paper sack caramel brown. I had to add all those different descriptions, and he would laugh about that. But hell, I like all my black people. I always thought that dark skinned girls were the prettiest. When I had girlfriends as a teenager, I dated dark girls. I used to think like Chili from TLC was beautiful. I always like with Naomi Campbell and Tyra Banks. Uh, Tyra Banks had beautiful eyes, but I think Naomi Campbell to me was prettier. I just didn't look at. I didn't think Tyra Banks was prettier than Naomi Campbell, and some people thought that was odd. And I was like, no, I just think Naomi is prettier. I had poom poom. Yes, I was very sexually active as a teenager. I slept with a lot of girls. I must admit it. But and I was very sexual. Probably like at about 14, like 14 or 15. When I was a little kid at Vacation Bible School, oh my God, I hated Bible school because those church mothers were mean as hell. And they would always tell on me because I'd look under some girl's skirt or pull her hair or, you know, say a curse word that someone heard me say. But I tell the story about we had these little train tracks down the street, well, like near the church, and I would hide under. It was like a trestle, and it wasn't in use anymore, but it's like a small little bridge, and I would hide under the bridge, and the girls would walk over the bridge, and I would look under their dresses when they would walk over the bridge. And at that time, I was like probably 10 years old. Um, what did Sober say? I had a cousin sober sexy, and she used to put bleach in her water and bathe as well. So I know what you're talking about. Um, I I just think it's very it's a dark secret in our black communities about the colorism, uh, what's considered attractive, what's less attractive. One of my uncles was darker than is darker than everyone else. And I remember family members making comments about him like, get your little black butt out of here, or it was always black this, black that. And I felt that he was kind of picked on because he was darker than everyone else. And I look back on it, and now he has girlfriends that are all real, real light skinned. Oh, nasty. Oh, nasty freak. But I toned down as an adult. Let me say this. But I think that, just people, I think sexy people come in all shapes, sizes, colors. Shona, hey. dark skinned people go for light skinned people. I've seen that a lot. And I find some guys light that are attractive, some guys dark that are attractive. I've dated people my color, but um, I think with being really, Shauna, he looked like Chucky and he turned you out. Oh, he turned you out. I think I've had someone that told me that I turned him out before, and he watches these videos. So yes, I'm talking about you when you go back because you know you like watching my videos because you always tell me that. Remember when you told me that I turned you out? And this was like about 10 years ago. No, it was probably no, it was longer than that. Yeah, and this is an older guy that I've known forever. He said I turned him out. So go figure. Fell in love real quick. Now, Peter North, are you the real Peter North or are you just a troll? No, he wasn't married to Rich. He wasn't married. He's not married now. He actually was one of the people that gave me a ride uh, when my car alternator was giving me the blues. He came and gave me a ride to go take care of some things. But no, he wasn't. He hasn't been married for many. He was married at one time, but he's not married anymore. He has two adult children. So yeah, you know I'm talking about you, and I'm not gonna say your name. Let me fix my camera. Hold on, y'all. But what's being said? Hold on. And Jay, I felt like my great grandmother was very much like that. God rest her soul. That woman was mean as hell. She was mean as hell. And some of my family members have a joke about her. And the joke is she was too mean and hellified to be let into heaven. And the devil was afraid to let her in hell because he feared that she'd rule it. This woman took a pleasure in beating your arse. She would, I hear the stories of how she whooped people. She got me a few times. She was one of those mean grandmothers that if you dropped a jar or something by accident, you'd get a whooping. If you couldn't eat all your food, you get a whooping. If you told that someone hit you, she would whoop you for being a tattletale and whoop the person that hit. I mean, it was weird when we would go to her house for the summer sometimes in the country. But yeah, I no, I have to keep it real with y'all because I don't come on here giving any fake facade. But I think that with her choosing the light, that's great grandmother liked the lighter kids more than the darker ones. And it was probably because of this whole Creole, the Creole thing, being from Louisiana, my older family members, that whole paper bag. If you're lighter than a paper bag, you. The thing was, you had to be the color of a paper bag or lighter to be accepted in certain groups of black people back in the days. It was a Louisiana thing. I wish I would have gotten to know my great grandmother and she would have softened up, but I just never saw a soft side to the woman. She was just mean as hell. She had like all these. I learned some life lessons from her about having being a hard worker. Let me say, I learned about being a hard worker. She did teach us about respecting our elders. If you walked in a room and it was her and her church lady friends, you were to speak. If you'd walk in there, she'd be like, "What are you gonna say, young man? What are you gonna?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, good evening, ladies." In my mind, I'd be thinking, "These mean bitches." But I'm like, "Yes, ma'am. Excuse me." So I learned some. I learned a lot of etiquette. Uh, what the proper way to address people. Sober and sexy. Yes, the wrench. Please share with us. The Baptist upbringing. I'm back, y'all. They flagging y'all. They flagging. Please hit that thumbs up. They flagging. Is it better now, y'all? Okay. The wrench. Tracy fell in love with you. Tracy fell in love with you. I guess she wanted you to tighten up her bolts. I don't think they were flagging. I think just my internet here was acting up. You know what, y'all? I don't know if this wrench. I don't know what the wrench is. Hell, a wrench could be a potted plant, for all I know. Jay Nisi. Yeah, you know what? My grandma. Well, some of the older family members, they had rooms with in the living room. They had plastic on the furniture for years. It was like almost as if you were going to the museum. I was asking you, Rich, were you ever planning to put out to Tracy? Because Tracy wanted you to make passionate love to her. Or I think I don't know if Tracy's a top or a bottom, so I'm not gonna say what she wanted to do, but she did want to get with you. Brown babes sitting in the living room. You know what? I want all parts of my house to be utilized, but I guess if you have children, that's different, perhaps. Sober and sexy, exactly. I was like, 'cause y'all, I'm a country boy. Let me say that. I grew up in the country a lot of my life. So you see on my community page of me riding the horses. My family would go camping and fishing. We always had pigs and horses and cows. Um, so I was always a bug house and plenty of playroom space. Oh, okay, but big. Okay, you meant to say big house, but I think that it really. Okay, well, I thought you meant to say big. Uh, I never wanted a really big house because you know what? If I hear something, I may shoot through a wall and just blow holes all in my walls because I think someone snuck in there with me. So, okay, so get Paul out of here. Um, I think Brokeback Mountain was crap. Miss all that don't be playing. Okay. I when I stayed, the biggest house that I ever lived in was probably like 3,500 square feet, 3,600. Um, and when I was there by myself, sometimes, like if my roommate went out of town, I would be like, it kind of creeped me out because the house had 5 bedrooms. No, it had 4 bedrooms. The house had 4 bedrooms, three full baths, living room, dining room, kitchen, sunroom. Uh, it was a pretty big house, but I didn't like being there by myself. And this is before I had got a gun. So I was like, okay, I don't want to, I didn't like that. My dog would bark at something. I'm be like, what are y'all barking at? You scaring the hell out of me because you barking at a possum outside. I'm thinking somebody trying to break in. The Rich. Now, when did Jay Wilson say he liked Brokeback Mountain? And I never heard him say that. Do you like Brokeback Mountain or Bareback Mountain, the ranch? Sweet or salty? Like Food Junkie would say. You want it sweet or salty? That is a lot of upkeep. I'm telling you, the house was big. It was just I don't know. I just wouldn't want it that. Oh, he loves the movie. Brokeback Mountain was boring to me. It was just very I like documentaries like Paris is Burning. Uh I like The Birdcage. Uh but I got the message in Brokeback Mountain, and I think that it was a sad movie. But it was just I wouldn't really go out of my way to watch it again. If it was on, I would just sit there if I was a guest at someone's house and watch it, but not just pulling it up on my own. You're a priest and a nun. Okay. So you're still trying to make yourself be sexually ambiguous. Wrench, are you a man or a woman? Let's just cut the BS. Man or woman? Rich be doing the most. I think you should go someplace that you're comfortable with going to. I'm not gonna try to impress people by going to an expensive place. Um, if a person took me out and they just wanted to go uh, to like a burger joint, like Red Robin that we have here or something, I don't want to go to McDonald's, of course, but someplace that you can sit down and talk. Uh, because I want to see how we vibe. I'm not gonna really be caught up with the place if it's not, the most expensive. If I took someone out, I would probably go to like a Papados or uh, I don't know. I wouldn't say Chili's because I don't like Chili's food too much. Saltgrass, somewhere like that. And it depends on, how I'm feeling the person or, what we like to eat, both of us. Why is wine your favorite color? Where did you get that from, Ranch? Papados is like Red Lobster. I don't like Red Lobster's food too much because it's not seasoned that well. My own opinion, but it's along the same lines as Papados. Papados may be a little bit more expensive than Red Lobster, slightly. Right, it's your girl. That's exactly how I feel. I don't want to go too cheap and not too expensive. A middle of the road type of place. But like a burger place that you could take someone out to eat would be like Red Robin. We have them here in Houston. And hell, you get a burger and fries and a drink, it's probably like $20. Now, I generally wouldn't pay that amount for a burger, fries, and drink, but it's an expensive. The burgers are really good because you can get bison burgers, and but I don't eat red meat anymore, so I wouldn't be going to Red Lobster, not Red Lobster, Red Robin. You don't like Red Robin chocolate tie? Oh my God. Rich, you be watching a lot of things, but that's not true. I like orange, as you can see. My bed, my comforter is orange. My chair over there is orange. My living room furniture is orange and curtains. I like red, but this is just a t-shirt I threw on because I didn't want to be on camera naked. Chuck E. Cheese's. Maybe if you have children, but I wouldn't. Chuck E. Cheese, you just being crazy now. I like the fall colors. Brown Babe, thank you for stepping through. Appreciate that. Much love to you as well. Oh, okay. Turkey burgers. I'm gonna have to try the turkey burger. I went and bought me a lot of chicken because I do like chicken with pasta, chicken spaghetti, chicken and pita bread. I'm trying to do like a 10-pound weight gain, 8, 7, I think, because I'm like I'm 145, 145. My weight is 145, but I'm not tall, so my weight it balances out. Uh, a veggie burger. Some people do eat rattlesnake, but rattlesnake can be eaten anywhere. It's like a gourmet type of meat. But I don't know what people. I don't. I guess you can't judge how tall people are. You can't determine how tall people are on camera. Um, but yeah, I'm 5'7". I'm 5'7". I weigh 145. But you know what? Snake eating rattlesnake was like eating alligator. I've eaten alligator. I've eaten rattlesnake years ago. Uh, but would I eat it now? No. Sean, the Lord have mercy, Jesus. Take me to the King. I seem taller. People say that. Did you see a picture of me standing by Jay Wilson and Five Babe? And I think when you see the picture of QB, I think QB and I are about the same height because I saw him standing next to Five Babe. Five Babe was wearing heels when I stood next to her. But yes, I'm 5'7". Mm. Hey, this beach is better. What's up? It's in reference to Wild Eye. Yes. Hey, Lamone, Onyx, Ty. Mm. Even better. No, what he did, chocolate tie, was just he lies so much, and he just did something because I got a notification that I was mentioned in Wally's room. Okay, but he just lies so much. That's the problem I have with Wally. Stop lying. You lie all the time. Give it a rest. And he wanted to be on a gentleman's panel as a guest so bad. But you saw when he El Teddy's, when El Teddy invited this boy on his platform, Wiley kept talking about the gentleman's panel. El Teddy wasn't talking about the gentleman's panel. Wiley kept bringing it back. He's talking about old people this, old people that, James Caldwell book, uh, just a lot of stuff. He was trying to, and El Teddy kept telling him, "This is not about the gentleman's panel. This is not about them. He's not going to discuss us with you, Wiley." And Wiley kept trying to bring us into it. He recently lied on Deshaun talking about he slept with the boy. Now, Wally, I suggest you get your P game up because obviously that little thing that you got down there is not worth a hill of beans. Because from what I heard, it was a limp noodle. And then your back, you're painting the kids. And if y'all know what I'm talking about, when I say painting the kids, he didn't clean his old nasty snooch out, and he left a peanut butter parfait on Rico. And we call those type of kids here in Texas, Wally is what we call a mud duck. My email is darksunx1x. This beach is better. Could you put the email in there, love? Uh, is DARKSONX, the number one, X at Yahoo. But yes, thank you, Game Type. Dallas, all right, chocolate tie. My cousins stay in Dallas. I visit Dallas quite often. I always stay near Market Center. I stay at this place called the Hawthorne Suites when I come into town. It's off of 35 North, like by Mockingbird, in Empire, the street called Empire Central. Thank you. This beach is better. Thank you for putting that. You stay in Irving, St. Louis. I see St. Louis, Malibu, BRB. I know where that's at. It'd be so many little outlying areas because you got Grand Prairie. People I know stay in Fort Worth or Mesquite. Is it Mesquite? Let me tell you, I took my car. It wasn't the alternator, but the guy said it was some cables that were loose. So a job that I thought I was gonna have to pay like $400 for, I just paid $50. Monica, don't start that. Don't you dare. Stop at this instant. I think Nicole, not Nicole. Was that Deanna or was it D Ramsey that had the jacked up feet? And I don't Nicole Tyler. I would think that she would have hooves instead of toes. Oh, you. Hey, Vivian. Good morning. Deanna. Okay. Deanna's feet look like that. She would. Her feet look as if she would fly over a field and pick a rabbit up and carry it back to her nest. Mm-hmm. Some hooves. Hey, Pink Petals. You know what, Steve Urkel? She be walking country roads, running over train tracks. She done got shot in the foot, stabbed in the foot. Holy water that been through on those ankles. Baby, you'd have to. Those feet have been through hell. They've had to walk the Green Mile. Oh, thank you, Monica. I'm glad to hear it too. I was like, okay, Lord, please let this car start up because I have to go wash clothes. And a friend took me to go make groceries yesterday. Baby, I was down in my refrigerator. I buy groceries weekly. So when I get bread, it usually go bad and milk. So I stopped buying all that much of it. Um, but I was down to like some baking soda in my refrigerator, a bag of ice, 2 bottles of wine, some salad, like the 50-50 blend of salad that you get already made, a half a gallon of butter pecan ice cream, and that was it in my refrigerator. I had to make groceries. The grocery store is literally probably 2 blocks away, 3 blocks from my apartment. I could walk to the store, but I wasn't gonna walk to the store and try to get groceries, or I would just catch a Lyft or Uber. Right, this beach. Instacart. Oh, or either someone said that about Instacart. Was it Jay Wilson talking about Instacart? Or some of y'all gonna be at the meet and greet, the fication? Am I gonna meet some of y'all there? No, no Thanksgiving Day leftovers. Oh, Noxima, you're not going? Oh, I hate to hear that. Did you ask your parents if you could go? Because I still think that you're a little white girl that's 8 or 9 years old playing on your parents' phone. This beach is better. That would be good. I'd love to meet some of my mods there. I think you're right. I wouldn't touch any leftover food right now. Baby, I have a rule. By the third day, if it's not eaten, it's getting thrown out. I'm not, and I generally, if it's not eaten, On the third day, I'm generally gonna get rid of it. You got one day, two, but and it depends on what it is, because some foods last longer. But sober sexy, that'll be good. Hey, we'll still get to that'll be cool because I'll be in Jay Wilson's most definitely holding it down. And I'm in Houston, so I always drive to San Antonio. It is Elaine, Dark Sun. It's Dark Sun X1X at Yahoo. It's the second one that you put, the Dark Sun X1. No, it's not Dark Sun 1X1. It's Dark Sun X, then the number one and X. So the number one is between the two X's. So you had it. The first one is right. Dark Sun X1, but there's another X after the one. Hey Tita. Tita Talks is in the house. Hey Tita. I use black soap. Um, I use Castille's soap as well. The liquid in a bottle. You can get it at like health food stores or even Walmart. I get the mint or the tea tree, and I wash my face with that. Or like the real black African soap that you have to get like at the African stores. I buy a big bar of that and I just chop it up, or even I let it melt in water and make like a face wash with that. Yes, thank you for posting that this beach is better. Yes, post that information. I love it. Uh, I'm not for certain if James Caldwell will be there, but I'd love to have him there for the Labor Day meet and greet. If you go to Chicago, am I going to protect you? I'm gonna take you to the west side of Chicago and let you out of the car. Noxema, I'm gonna let you go into the store and I'll wait outside for you. The Castile soap is really good. And I get like the big bottle. And you know what? Yes, I don't know what's up because my internet is through AT&T and they brag about being so good. I'm gonna be pissed if I'm watching something on Pornhub and then my internet get interrupted. But I think that you know what the thing is with people like y'all and Vivian, just even interacting with Tita online, you feel like you're a family member. And Vivian is like my big sister. Yeah, Taz, you caught that. Vivian is my big sister. Uh, And she's that sister you could talk to about anything, and she has a listening ear. Uh, Tita, baby, she gives it to you, and you better be prepared to get it because if your ears are virgin, baby, Tita is gonna burn your ears up. Tita, I swear to God, Tita, I screamed when you said Tracy. Tita, when you sat up there and said Tracy's hair look your your hair down there look better than twat hair. I screamed, Tita, you almost got me fired from work. Baby, and Tina didn't say it. She said it raw. When she said, Tracy, your hair looked like somebody's pee. My pee hair looked better than your hair on your head. I hollered. You could have just brought an O2 tank up and put an O2 mask on my face for oxygen because I was done. I'm glad I work at a hospital because I would have just had to go to the ER. Tina, you know what? I love that about you, Tina, that you are so real. And I've met some people on here just on YouTube, not even meeting in person, and I feel a connection with people because you can see you can't hide who you are. And there are people that radiate, just they radiate from behind the screen. But because, I think your personality flaws, when you're on YouTube, you're under a magnifying glass. And either you become the best person that you could be, or either you're gonna be nasty as you can be because people are feeding your ego. That's why we got people like Frank White, Tracy, the Heidis of the world. I mean, just people that just embrace the worst part of who they are. And I liked Tracy. In the beginning, let me say this. I liked Tracy. I rolled with Tracy. I thought she was a nice person. But when Tracy started talking about people with HIV, and I don't even like Chopper, but I thought it was wrong with her talking about Chopper's status. I had a brother that passed away from complications with AIDS on my father's side. And when people talk about someone with HIV, it hits home. I lost a cousin that was like 22 years old and he died. This boy wasn't on any type of medication. He was fighting, going to the doctor, and he just passed away. And this was years ago. But when Tracy started making those comments about people with HIV, I took a step back and I would tell Jay Wilson, I would say, I don't like her. She's nasty. That girl is gonna bite you. She's gonna turn and bite you. I used to tell Jay that. And this is before him and Tracy fell out. But Jay likes to give people chance after chance after chance after chance after chance after chance. Me, I'm gonna cut the rope and be like, I'm checking out. Peace. Really, Vivian. Yeah, that's true, y'all. But I have experienced a lot of loss, but I had to to learn to remember parts of the people and they live on forever with you. and you just, I can laugh about some things that the people I loved did, and I smile when I think about them. Um, my aunt that passed away, my aunt passed away some years ago, and she was like a big sister to me. Her name was Karen. So my aunt Karen passed away, and we grew up like brother and sister because my grandmother raised me a lot of my childhood. Not the mean grandmother that I told y'all about was my great grandmother. She was mean as hell. But my mom's mom raised me mostly. And so I grew up with my aunts and uncles because my mother was the oldest out of her siblings. Child, when I was born, I had uncles and aunts that were like 4 and 5 years older than me because my grandmother and grandfather had 9 children. They had 9 children. My mother was the oldest. So my mother had me when she was 17. She was a young mother. So she had me when she was 17, and her mother was in her 40s, and she had like a couple of more kids after, I mean, before I was born. But I'm saying this to say that my aunt, her death hit me harder than a lot of people's death that I experienced because we were so close. And my aunt was always like my protector. I was her little brother. So if somebody would call me like anything, my aunt was like ready with them hands. And I think about her all the time, and she's been gone for like 4 years. But it made me become acutely aware of how I treat people as well. So I treat people with respect. I don't go by what people say about you. I let you show me who you are. Um, and and Tita, like with you and like Pretty Ricky Fontaine, Read the Heart of Philadelphia, we all have some very similar backstories. Um, and when I tell people about that, they're shocked. When I was little, I remember my mother, my mother didn't finish high school. And, she got jobs like cleaning houses, and she did security when she got older. But my mother, it was hard for us as children. So we would get our lights cut off sometimes, and the water cut off. And me and my siblings always said that we would never live like that as adults. So it made me become so grounded that excessiveness. I'm not like those gay men that feel like they have to wear all the labels. And uh, I like simple things. I don't have to have the biggest house or the most expensive sports car or telling you I'm wearing Gucci because that doesn't define who I am. I like artwork. I'll pay money for art. You see that picture? That picture right there? This picture behind my bed is probably like the most expensive thing I paid for. Uh, and because I just like the colors of the picture. Now, I got this picture online and I thought the colors were so vibrant. The picture was like about $400. But let me say this, it's forever. I will go to Target and buy clothes. I will go to Ross, Marshalls, TJ Maxx. I will buy clothes out of those places. But I don't think that you should lead with I'm not one of those gay men that had to always say that they had a Gucci belt on. That was never me. Yes, Malibu BRB, yes. And when I got this picture, I looked at it and I didn't realize that the colors match. I got my comforter. My comforter is orange, but I thought the picture was like so electric. It's like it makes me feel alive. Um, in art is like a window into who people are. You meet someone, you look at what kind of art they collect. It'll show you. It's an indication. Yes. Yeah, Vivian, we could talk about it. Yes, I agree. Yeah, open up the conversation, Vivian. Let's go in. I'm very attracted to earth tones. Yes, I love earth tones. Yes, I think we should do like an 80s party theme. I see you, Elaine. We're going to find out. There's a high probability that James will come, but I don't want to say definitely. Vivian, we're going to do a pajama house party. We're going to do a pajama party. We're going to do an 80s theme party. We're also going to a mating party. No, baby, we're not doing a mating party, Rich. That would be more for the pink room, the pink door, whatever that thing is that SB does. You know, that's over there. We're not, this is no sexual theme to this meet and greet. Y'all, yes. I think we're gonna have a good time. And you know what, y'all? Let me tell y'all, we were gonna do a white party before Five Babe said they were doing a white party. Vivian and I and others were talking about doing a all white night for the meet and greet. So then when I heard Five Babe saying they're doing an all white, I was like, "Are you kidding me? Really? What little rat went over there and told Five Babe that we were doing a white party?" But then someone said that they always do white parties in Chicago during the summertime. And I can believe that. The rent is a full 80. YB Shandy, I'm not falling for it. No, this beach we were gonna do all white, but we changed it because Five Babe gonna pop up and say they doing all white, and their meet and greet is in July, and ours is in September. So we didn't want to do another white party, and they're doing it already. Thank you, Elaine. I appreciate that. Yes, this beach. We were gonna do a white party, an all white night, and me and Vivian had talked behind the scenes about it. And I talked to another Tweety. But then Five Babe out of nowhere when she said, "So we're gonna do an all white party and we're doing a party bus," and I was like, "What? Are you kidding me?" So y'all are doing an all white party now. And I called Vivian and we were talking, laughing because I was like, somebody went back and spilled the beans. Bring your box braids. No, no, I'm not. No, Tito, I'm not having a. Now I'm meeting with some Houston people. We're just gonna do a little meeting here in Houston, but that wasn't anything like a meet and greet. We're just going to have dinner somewhere. But um, I'm going to the vacation and I'm going to the Labor Day event. Hey, Juanita. The 80s were hot. Baby, I'm gonna come in there like Run DMC, LL Cool J, or someone, one of them. You know, they all had Kangos and the big chains on their neck. Would y'all still want us to do an all white party, even if Five Babe them are doing it? Because we talked about it before Five Babe had said hers. But I felt that I didn't want us to do a repeat white party after they did theirs. I'm one of the people that's helping Vivian. Vivian is spearheading this. I'm a supporter and I'm helping me and a couple of other people that were there last year. You know what, Wrench? I can't stand you sometimes. Oh my God. I think, Vivian, let's talk about that. We'll discuss that because that still may be fun, Vivian, to do some type of a color scheme. I like white, but I mean, if we get a consensus on it, we could still perhaps do it. Because, Vivian, I talked to you about some other things that we could utilize to make it a little different. Remember what we were talking about? Um, okay, Vivian. But what we were talking about, Vivian, how you can utilize, what you do when we do it. You know what I'm saying? Tita, don't we? Tita, baby, them white parties be lit. And it just gives this whole, you see this sea of white. I just think that's beautiful when you do a picture like that. And I love that we're doing it around my birthday. My birthday is September the 7th. So it's like I commemorate my birthday because I did my first video on September the 11th. So my first video I did was September the 11th. So it'll be coming back around a whole year. I wanted to start my videos around my birthday so that could be another, milestone. My birthday is September the 7th. Yes, I'm a Virgo. Oh, thank you, Tita. You know what, Tita? And another thing, y'all, and that's why I tell people that the numbers don't impress me because I like YouTubers like Vivian and Tita, Pretty Ricky, and Read the Heart of Philadelphia. I like people like that. I'm not caught up with the big YouTubers with 50, 60,000 people because some of them are just not that interesting to me, to be quite honest. Uh, I like people, it's just a genuineness that you can see in certain people that you're attracted to. Really, your husband is September the 11th, Malibu Beerby. It's a big date. What's the date, Monica? Man, but you know what? I think it should be a positive community. And the roasting and gagging, if it's lighthearted, yes. But there's a dark presence that's been It's like a cancer. It's become cancerous and it's been spreading through this sector. People are trying to be dirtier than the person before them. It's like a low. The bar for being how dirty you are has gotten lower and lower. People will roll in the mud with pigs. Is my birthday on Labor Day this year? Because it changes. Um, oh, thank you, Tita. And you know what, Tita, I'm telling you, if your life story was in a book, that would be in my 5 babe voice. Amazing. Amazing. Uh, I think you have such of a your past that you talk about, Tita, is so it's so many different layers. And I think people can be there's a nastiness. It's just a nastiness that people have embraced. Oh, thank you, Elaine. Oh, wow. I am shocked. My birthday is actually on Labor Day. Okay, that's cool. And before y'all even ask how old I am, my birthday, I am 27 to 35 years old, and we're gonna leave it at that. 27 to 35 years old. Oh, okay. That's cool. Oh, I like that, Vivian. We the same age, Lindsay. Oh, that's cool. Yes, it's your girl. I remember I remember this little heifer that I went to school with. I saw her at my job, y'all. Now, I'm a man of a particular age, and I saw this girl that I went to school with. And see, my coworkers were thinking that I was like 28, 29. I may have told a little white lie, but these were my white coworkers. And when I was telling them I'm 29, they was like, "Oh my God, you're a baby." And they're like about 33, 34. And I was like, "Yep, y'all are some old hags. I'm 29 years old." and but I see this heifer that I went to school with, and she got gray hair, and she gonna tell me, she said, "Hey, classmate. Hey, that's my classmate. Hey." And I was like, "Wayne, you better shut your mouth. Wayne, shut up." So hugged her, of course, we laughed. So my two coworkers, they were standing there with me, and they heard our exchange. So when this girl walks off, my coworkers are both staring at me, and I could feel them piercing to my very soul. And they were like, "That woman is older than us, and y'all went to school together." And I started laughing. I said, "Okay, wait. Let me tell you how we went to school together. We went to one of those schools that had elementary and high school all together. I was in elementary, practically in pre-K, and they were graduating. She was about to graduate." And they were like, "That's some BS. You're not no 29." And I was like, "I am 29. Okay, if Donald Trump show you his tax papers, I'll show you my birthday, my birth certificate." I'm 20. My internet age is 27 to 35. Now my real age is a few years over that. I'll say that. You know, I'm in my early 40s. I'm 40. I'm in my early. Y'all hear me? I'm gonna tell y'all my age. I'm 40. I'm 44 years old. 44. Okay, I said it. You're gonna be splish splashing. Yes, y'all. You heard me, miss all that? No. Wrench bite me. Uh, yes, I am that age. Oh, thank you, Monica. Um, and you know what, Tita? When I look at your videos and you just so calm and you be cutting up at the same time, I could just picture me, you, and Vivian hanging out. Maybe come over there and pick some greens with you. Me and Vivian picking greens with you, sitting on a porch somewhere, or playing some dominoes or cards. Rich, you know what? You are a little ham. You know that. You're a little ham. Thank you, Miss All That. I am. And on my birthday, I will be four. Oh my God. I don't even want to say it. Y'all, I saw some little gray hairs popping up on my goatee. So of course what I did, I went to the beauty store and they were trying to sell me this beard cover up and it was like $10, $12. And I was like, okay, I'll buy this. And then you sell a little spray to lock it in place. And the spray is like $8 or $9. So basically, I'll be paying about $25 almost for this stuff to make my beard dark. I don't have a lot of gray hair. I'm talking about like little strings here and there on my face, but not much. But instead of doing that, what I went and bought me was some all sheen holding spray, and I got me a little toothbrush, and I put the I darken the toothbrush with like a dark brown eyeliner, and I do my goatee like that to just darken it a little sometimes. If I'm taking pictures, I'll do that. But my hair grows really fast anyway, so I just thicken it up like that. And I paid under $10 for all that. Yes, that's what it was. Malibu Beer Beat. Yes, that's what it was. Miss all that. Oh, Tina Talks. That's what it's all about. You know what? I just like the company of other positive people, and it's just even Tina Talks. When I was listening to your video, and you and I have exchanged messages on the in the chats about the tiny houses. I love that whole concept of the tiny houses. They are so cute and they're just it's like wow, this house have all the same luxuries of a big house. It's just not huge. Yes, Vivian, you look youthful. Yes, you do look youthful. Because it's all about how you live your life. You're not a hard liver. It's all that. But and you know what? I think that it's the simple things. Tita, just sitting there talking, it's just I like that interaction with people. And that's why with my moderators, we exchange numbers and I talk to them behind the scenes. We have each other's emails. So all the flashiness and you know the meet and greet with Jay Wilson was cool and everything. But I would have just the same amount of fun if we were just chilling and not doing all that as well. I'm getting this tattoo covered up, y'all. I got this tattoo when I was like, you can see I've been in the sun. Uh, I got this tattoo when I was like 18. So I'm getting it covered up because I don't, you make those mistakes when you don't know any better. The smile houses are a genius concept. Yes. Thank you. That's it. Put that up. This beach is better. That's my cash app, the wrench. What Jay Wilson say, put a color on it. And then when you start paying me, I'm gonna start shouting like Jay Wilson. When you pay me, I'll be like, woo, yes, oh, I'm gonna come out of these clothes. I'm gonna show you all of these titties. Come on, y'all, give me that money. This beach is better. No, you. A wet t-shirt contest. You know what? Oh, thank you, Tita. Tita, you be wearing scrubs too. Do you work in a hospital? Am I mistaken? Because I thought I saw you with scrubs on. Yeah, I love. It's so convenient to wear scrubs. Okay. But the scrubs are so convenient to just throw them on. You can hang them up to dry, or you don't have to do that much to maintain them. No, no, no. And you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all, I've gotten some stuff in my inboxes from people that I didn't know in my email. Now I've gotten a lot of positive messages and in my email that's been on the up and up. But I've had people that were random that I've never talked to just sending me new pictures and you don't even see their face. They'll send me pictures of the waist down or like they'll cut the I'll just see the chest and everything else. And I'm like, who the hell is this? Really? No, I didn't ask you to send me this. Oh, thank you, Elaine, too. Y'all, I just with my little scrubs, I wish they were dark blue. I wish they were dark blue, but I have a big pile of dark. As come to think of it, I have a pile that I need to take into work. Passage flame. Okay, God. Who are you, God? Are you one of the Greek gods, Roman gods, or you are some type of deity from Native American folklore? Who are you? I like Downy too. Been washing my clothes with Cheer with Color Guard. Yeah, right. Pink petals. When we get together, I want to do some people of you. Thank you, Miss All That. Some what do you mean, Vivian? When we get together, I want to do some people of you. Some people are pictures. I think you meant pictures, right? People, the crazies, don't the okay, I thank you. Uh the crazies come out of the don't they just be falling out of the bushes? Y'all, I'm getting ready to drag up out of this bed. I've appreciated all y'all, my mods for coming through. This beat to the other mods, Miss All That, she came through and she represented I'm tired. She represented today. I appreciate you, Miss All That, for accepting the wrench to become a mod because came through and she was cutting them down left and right. Um, but much love to all of you. I appreciate the support. Hit that like button on your way out. Also, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel. I told you guys that I'm gonna do an interview with this guy that I've known for years. He he's a younger person. He has terminal cancer. So I'm gonna talk with him and just see, where he's at. We've talked before, and I want to interview someone that's living in one of the tents downtown, just to see how he got to the place that he's at. And I've been scoping out a few of the guys that I may want to talk to. So to give you guys some different content because we don't know. There are places in Houston they have whole little villages under the underpasses, people with tents and they be having clothes hung up. And you have to ask yourself, could that have been me? What if you didn't have family support? Would you have been one of those homeless people? And it hits home more so at this time of year because while we're going to store shopping and determining if we want to work overtime for different holidays, these people are just still it's another day for them. And I'm just so interested to know how they have gotten to the place that they're at. So with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here. Again, thank my mods. Thank all of you for coming through. Mods handling your business. Thank you, the subscribers, my YouTube family as well. Um, I like that you guys come here and just hear some of the stories and stuff that I have to talk about. It's really I appreciate it. Um, but all of you have a blessed day. Much love to you. Vivian, we'll talk offline. Peace, y'all.